Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, we are actually doing an Etsy shop critique. And this is one of the many critiques that I be doing for free for the entire year. So if you are interested in getting a critique of your Etsy store and you're struggling with sales or maybe you're struggling with SEO, make sure that you sign up today. I will leave the link below the video as well as in the comments section. Now, also, if this is your first time visiting my YouTube channel and you want to learn how to grow an impactful online business, don't forget to subscribe today. Don't forget to show me some love by liking this video and leaving a comment below. So I'm going to head over to my computer to start the critique. I'll see you there. All right, so today's lucky winner of the Etsy shop critique is Catherine, and her store is called Caspiracy. So thank you for allowing me to do a quick critique of your store. So let's go ahead and get started. What I normally do on the critiques, as you guys know, I pick a particular listing and then I kind of break it down and talk about the product photography, the title, the listing, tags, and then the curation of the store. Guys, if you have any tips for Catherine, please leave them in the comments below. We are all trying to help each other grow on Etsy and make extra sales. So every comment actually helps. Feedback, suggestions, maybe something I didn't mention. Don't forget to like and leave a comment below. So let's go ahead and get started. So the listing that I picked for the audit is this one right here. And the first thing I want to talk about is product photography. You guys know this already. I talk about this a lot. When you sell on an e-commerce platform, whether it's Etsy, Shopify, your own website, people are being, the first thing people see is your actual photo. They can't, actually see the actual daily planner in their hands. They can't feel the texture. They can't see it, right? Besides the photo, that's all they have to go by. So your photo should be an attention grabber, and the photo should be cropped in a complimentary way. Looking at this photo, it is getting cut off. As you can see right here where you have the information on what they should know about it is getting cut off. You do not want that. So you want to make sure that every single photo you have is the first, especially the main one, is your attention grabber. And you want to make sure that you go back and edit this. That way people know exactly what they're getting when they're looking at it. There's no confusion and it's not getting cut off. I know once you click on the image, you could see it, but you will need to just go ahead and resize this because, this is your business. You want to scale it to the next level. You want to grow something. You want to maybe use this for extra money, or maybe you want to do this to replace your full-time job right now. If so, if any of these are true, then you will need to take it to the next level, which is, okay, saying to yourself, okay, I started, I'm proud of myself, great job. Now what can I do that I could overall fix my listings and make them look better? So that's one of them right there. And the second thing is you only have 2 photos. I always tell people try to use all 10 or as many as possible. When you use all different photos, you have different opportunities to grab someone's attention and hopefully they'll buy from you. And product presentation is everything. In 2018, Etsy did a survey and 90% of buyers said the reason they purchased was strictly because of the photo. It wasn't because of the price. It wasn't because of free shipping. It wasn't because of the reviews. It was because of the photo. So that tells you that if you have a bad photo, it could prevent you a sale. If you have an okay photo, it could prevent you a sale no matter how amazing your product is. So this product looks really nice. However, product presentation is not the best. So therefore, it could cost you a sale. So even this picture here, what I would do is learn how to use Photoshop if you have not done so yet. It will help you create the little shadow in the background so your photo looks like an actual, paper. And that's going to really help you elevate your pictures a little bit better. And then what I would do is, instead of just having the actual planner just like that with no background, I will actually put a really nice background picture, whether it's a lifestyle photo that you use or a mock-up that you purchase, but just make it look nice and cohesive to the first one that you added. So I would definitely work on it. It looks okay, but it could look so much better. That's the thing. Addition to that is having additional photos, having a picture where you ask people, hey, join my email list. It's really important that you start incorporating that, because email marketing is one of the things that you have to do as a business owner, whether you're online or not. Having emails will help you get repeated customers. It will help you find new customers when you do Facebook campaigns that you could run, like lookalike audiences. In addition to that, you're able to use your list to remarket them with ads on Facebook and Instagram and much more. Grow your brand, have them go ahead and follow you in other platforms, so you'll be able to cross promote your additional platforms like Instagram, YouTube, or any other platforms you're using like Facebook. So email marketing is really important. I suggest you doing that as soon as possible, and having, just a link right here, a photo with a link saying, join our email list to stay updated with our latest products. Or you could simply offer some sort of discount or a lead magnet in order for the exchange of the email. But something of those terms will help you with the overall of your store, with the overall growth of your store. So definitely add that here. In addition to that, adding additional photos could be something like the branding, or maybe just you working with the project, like creating the planner, how you did it, a picture of yourself. But there are opportunities to add additional things. You could add one that says this listing is for, how you have it here, it says is a listing that they could edit on Canva. You could have one here with a picture of Canva and how simple it is. Or you could do a short video showing when you open it on Canva how you could edit the actual file. You could do that as well, which is very cool video that you could add to your listing. So there's different opportunities that you could do, and adding more pictures. Really don't treat it as a hobby, really treat it as a real business. I know that for many Etsy sellers, because they don't have to pay so much upfront creating a business on Etsy, they don't really take it as serious. People tend to take serious or tend to take things a little bit more serious when they're paying like a lot of money. When they first start and it's not like too much of an expense to get started, they feel like, oh, this is just more of a hobby than anything. So you kind of transition to the mindset of, this is my business, I'm going to grow it. And you should be proud that you started, but now is, okay, how can I elevate it to the next level? So adding more pictures definitely will help you. And just also, you can add a picture telling people, hey, don't forget to favorite this listing, or don't forget to favorite our shop. The reason why you want to do that, this is right here where they could favorite your shop, is because if they favor your shop every single time that you do an Etsy shop update in your store, people will get a notification of those changes. And that's free remarketing from Etsy. You don't have to do anything. Etsy actually sends that automatically. When you ask people to favor your listing, that also helps you, because if someone favors a listing and you have a sale or you have a decrease in pricing, everyone will get that notification, with hopefully that the second time they come back around and engage with your brand, they'll go ahead and purchase from you and you'll make more sales. So adding little strategies like that will help you in the long run get more sales. The objective is, how many strategies or what can you do to increase your sales and take your business to the next level? So those would be my suggestions for your photo. The second thing we're going to talk about is your listing description, and then also your title. So I think you did a good job with your title. It doesn't feel like keyword stuffing. I know that I'm still fixing mine for my main store, which is taking me forever. But keyword stuffing is something that Etsy doesn't allow anymore. It doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to get penalized. They have not said that yet. However, what they want you to do is that your title is optimized for SEO, but when people read it, like potential buyers, they're not confused on why you have all these keywords, random keywords, and it doesn't look like gibberish to them. So you want to make it user friendly for the customer, but you also want to make sure that's optimized for SEO, so you could rank for that particular keyword. So your main keyword should be placed in the beginning of the title. That holds the most weight for SEO. In addition to that, that keyword is used as the listing name as well, which is usually up here in your URL. Um, and then you want to make sure that you included in your first 155 characters, which is your meta description. So you actually did that. So that's awesome. You have that right there already. And when I look at it from Google, you have it here. So it says A size daily schedule planner PDF template made with Canva, instant download. Do you like to be organized? Organized all down to the hour of the day. This is so it's a little bit long, so you want to make sure that your meta description is 155 characters. You want to make sure it's a little bit more enticing, that when somebody reads it, it reads correctly. People are reading it. It includes your SEO, your main keyword, and it includes the call to action, which you did include it, which is instant download. Or excuse me, it's not that one. Let me go back to your listing, which is, oh yeah, I guess that is your call word, your your call to action, instant download. So you still have a little bit more room for your meta description. So I would just reword it again. So make sure that 1, it has your main keyword, 2, it has an enticing message, and 3, it has the call to action. And call to action would be get yours today, click to download. That would be more of a call to action. Instant download is you more describing it. So it really is, technically it's not the call to action. So something like grab yours today. That would be more enticing for someone to click if they found you on Google or other large search engines. So that's what I will work on, and making sure that you optimize this for SEO. So you're not optimizing your listing for SEO. And whenever you don't do that, you won't get the traffic to your store that you deserve. So when you optimize your listing for SEO, what it looks like is that you're going to include your main keywords in your actual listing description organically within your description. But you also want to make sure that you optimize it with as many keywords. Therefore, when people type in these keywords in the search results, Google knows that you have these keywords, and it will send you additional traffic to your store, and your listings will actually place higher in the search feed. So right now you're not optimizing your listing for SEO, and that could be the main cause of why you're not getting the sales, that you only have one sale at the current moment, with the exception that your photo needs a little bit of work, but you definitely want to go ahead and fix this as well. And let's look at your tags. I'm actually using eRank Pro. It's the paid version. For those of you guys that are looking at it, it might look a little bit different to you. It's only $10 a month. I highly recommend it because they have amazing tools to help you grow your Etsy business. Is this one or Marmalade? Either one is great. I just prefer eRank. So looking at your keywords, 2 things that stick out. 1, you want to make sure that whenever you're using keywords, you do keyword brainstorming, which is basically you sit down and you think about 10 to 20 keywords that accurately describes what you sell. It could be unique phrases, long tail keywords, or just regular tags. But you want to make sure that you're very specific to what your audience usually searches for. And then from there, you want to use, I personally use Keyword Explorer, and I put each keyword individually, and I do a research, and I try to find keywords that have a high monthly search volume of 500 and up, but I always stick with the competition of 30,000 or less. If you try to compete for keywords that are very competitive, a lot of things happen. 1, organically, you won't rank organically for it unless you are a bestseller. But if you never became a bestseller, you're going to be buried in the search results. 2, keywords are very competitive, have a high cost per click, which means in the future, if you decide I'm going to do Etsy ads, your cost per click is going to be way higher. So for instance, daily planner is a very competitive keyword. So let's go to Etsy right now and we'll look at it together. So here we go, daily planner. So it has 54,000 listings at the current moment, and your cost per click is 89 cents per click. So if you were to say, okay, I'm going to run my budget is going to be $1 per day on Etsy. After a couple clicks, you're done. After 1 click, you're done if it's $1. If you do $2, after 2 clicks, you're done. Because this word is so competitive that Etsy is going to charge more if you want to appear on the first page of Etsy. And then on top of that, even if you run ads, doesn't necessarily mean you will make money, because if you run ads and you're not using the right keywords, or your photos don't look that great, people are not going to click. They're going to go to your competitors. So you see how your second picture had just the image? This is kind of like what you want to do. I'm not saying to copy other people, but just having a nice background makes a huge difference. So something like this or something like this versus just having the picture by itself, it doesn't really help you sell it. And then having that crispy outline, which you could do with either creating a shadow underneath the photo or using like a software like Photoshop to create a shadow effect. That's going to make it look better. But definitely stay away from keywords that are too competitive. It's going to not really help you. Addition to that, like I said, the cost per click is really high. Organically, you're not going to rank for. And then also staying away from keywords like this, journaling, that is too broad. When I search for daily planner insert, like the one that you're selling, I don't necessarily think I will type in journaling. Journaling to me means like a journal, right? Like where you write your thoughts and feelings. So it's not, in my opinion, the best keyword to use for your listing. So you really have to think about your product, and if your target audience was looking for your product, would they type in journaling to find a daily planner to write their to-do list, right? So, or a daily planner to write their daily things that they have to do. So I don't necessarily would think of it this way. Bullet journal is a journal. You're selling a daily planner. So bullet journal is this. Let's look it up so you can see what I'm talking about. So using keywords like that doesn't help you. One, it doesn't help you because it doesn't accurately describe what you sell. Two, is a keyword that's too broad. Three, if a lot of people start looking at your listing but no one is buying, that hurts your conversion rate. That's when Etsy says, okay, this is not a good listing, and they bury you in the search results. Or if you use the right keywords and many people are interacting and many people are buying, that's how you become a bestseller. But this is what I think of when I think about bullet journal. This is what I think about, something like this. So you want to make sure that you use the right keywords. So what I would do is go back, analyze your keywords, make sure that they are accurately describing what you sell, and make sure that the competition is less than 50,000 and your monthly search volume is at least 500 and up, so you could have organic traffic to your store and hopefully rank for those keywords. And then all you would need to do is go back to your listing, the keyword that had the highest monthly search volume, that will be your focus keyword, and then every additional keyword you will use throughout your listing so you could rank for those keywords as well, and so you could optimize your listing the correct way for SEO. In addition to that, you want to make sure that you explain everything and anything that the customer should know about this listing. I would like to see this a little bit longer, more detailed, more personalized, more with your unique voice, making sure that at the end you say, best regards, or thanks for shopping at our store. Make it more customer friendlier, having your name at the bottom. Also having links to other areas of your store. So you could say, click here to view matching items, or click here to view similar items, or click here to view to visit our homepage. And I will add those right at the very end of your listing, because what you don't want people to do is find your listing, click on it, and then go like this and now go to your competitors down here. You want to keep them in your store. So the longer you could keep them engaged in your store, the higher the probability that they'll go ahead and purchase from you. So adding that link down here is going to help you increase the likelihood of them staying in your store. So definitely work on that by doing it here. And then what I would do is, addition to that, is break this down into sections, like having little headlines, so it could be easy for people to skim through it and find the information that they were looking for. Make it as user-friendly as possible, but with packed information about what you're selling, and even tips on how to download it. I like that you have here, if you have a problem downloading this, just contact me and I will help you. It will be better if you put the link of Etsy provides a tutorial on how to download digital files, I think it's better if you say, if you need further help, here's the link to how to download the file. If you get stuck, please contact me. That way you avoid unnecessary messages. And maybe they messaged you at 5 p.m. and you didn't get the message to 9, right? Now they're waiting a long time. They might get upset. They might give you a bad review. So to avoid that unnecessary time of them waiting because you didn't check your message or you didn't see it or they messaged you late at night when you were sleeping, it's better to provide the instructions and then say, if you still need help, reach out to me. That would be a better strategy for you to avoid angry customers or unnecessary messages when you could be doing other things for your business. So that would be my suggestion. Let's go back to your main store. One thing that I noticed right off bat when I first opened your store is that you have a lot of different stuff. You sell printable elements, planner, templates, games, and wall art. So when you are all over the place, like with different products, it does become a lot harder for you to find your target niche and your target audience, excuse me. And so it's better to micro niche down when you first are beginning and then become an expert in a specific niche. And then once you start growing your brand because you are very specific to what you sell and people are not confused on what your brand is about, then you could create like a robust line of additional products based on what your audience wants. It's usually not based on what we want, it's more based on what your audience want. And then from there you could kind of build it up. But that's how you want to start. And it's okay to experiment. It's okay to say, okay, I'm going to try all these different things and see what works better. You either win or you learn. That's it. There's no failure. So you could test out different things, but in the long run, it's better to do micro niching and then kind of work yourself up. That's going to really help you find your target audience. In addition to that is having branding in place, making sure that your aesthetic and all your photos have a cohesive look. It doesn't have to be perfect, but the same colors, the same font style. If I saw these 4 pictures here in the search feed, I would think it's from 4 different stores. They have different colors, with the exception of these 2 that have the background. These 2 look very different to each other as well. So you want to make sure that people start recognizing you as a brand. So when they see you in the feed, they know, oh, this is from the same store. And that will help you grow your business as well. When people recognize your brand, you become a brand, right? You become a memorable brand, and then you could start charging premium prices. So for a daily planner, you'll be able to charge a little bit more. You'll be able to charge for additional products that you normally sold for, let's say $5, maybe something like this, like $8 now, because you are a premium brand. And then in addition to that, I recommend good job for having a logo, good job for having a beautiful picture of yourself. And what I recommend is getting, like I said in the beginning, Photoshop, learning a little bit more on how to create those shadows, or using any type of graphic design tool that you could put a block on the bottom and then the sheet on top to create that effect of a shadow. Because it will really help you when you do stuff like this, when you stack pictures together, for them to stand out and kind of come alive. That's what you need. And I will work on having a banner that has like your email list, so people could start joining your email list. Maybe has your hours of operation. I think that you could step this up and make your banner look even better, in my opinion. But great job for having one at least. Many people don't have one. So you are kind of in the right track of separating yourself from everyone else that sell similar products. I think the objective is, how can I, Catherine, take my store to the next level? How can I separate myself from every single person that sells daily planners? They sell Instagram story templates. How can I make myself better than these people, right? And it's going to take time, and it takes time to learn new things that maybe we have never done, but you could do it. It's just making sure that you're niching down, you're finding products that are profitable, that people are actually searching for, and then sticking with that niche and building a brand. And making sure that you also have your email list. It's really important to start that as soon as possible. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this critique. If you have any tips, please, like I said in the beginning, leave them below. And thank you guys for watching.